Sup, witches? So, I just got off the phone with one of my friends. I joke around, we call her Guru Dory. And she's one of these, she's a Libra. And she's one of these really super energetic, super happy, positive people that are really always in their moment. And she's always been like that. She's the kind of person where she doesn't really have a lot of deep personal friends, but she's the person that you can walk in a room with, and she is friends with everybody. She will get everybody going, laughing, talking, you know. And she's just always really had that energy. You know, we've always had a ton of fun together ever since we were like 13. And we were talking about how so many people walk around feeling judged all the time, and how they just pick themselves apart all the time. And one of the things that we really love to do, and one of the reasons that we always have a good time when we go out, is we like to compliment strangers. We've always been like that. Like pre-social media, you know, if we saw somebody in an outfit that we liked, we were going to tell them. If, you know, even if it wasn't really somebody that, you know, we were hitting on or anything else like that. I mean, we just give random compliments to people who just look down on the street. And it was just kind of a way of saying, hey, we see you. We think you're pretty cool. And in the world of social media and everything that we've got going on now, we're very similar online. We like to go around, we like to comment on our friends' stuff, and we like to give a lot of likes and hearts and stuff like that, so that, you know, everybody, you know, you never want any of your friends to feel like nobody liked their pictures, or nobody understands what they're going through, or nobody, you know, celebrates with them and stuff like that. So we like to do that. And giving compliments and going out and looking for positive things to focus on and compliment is just like giving a like or a heart in real life. And there's two types of people. There's the type of people who walk into a room and they look around for things that they like. They look at the decorations and they think about, wow, somebody put in a lot of effort into those decorations. They're beautiful. And they look at the outfits that people are wearing and they're like, oh, that's nice and that's pretty and da-da-da-da-da, and that's a really cool dress and I like that girl's hair. And then there's the people that walk into a room and they're like, wow, these are some really cheap decorations. Oh my God, you see that dress that woman's wearing? Wow, she's way too big to be wearing a dress that low cut. Oh my goodness, can you believe how much cleavage she's showing here? And that's the difference. Because the people that walk into the room and start judging everybody around the room, that's the person who had an anxiety attack before they were leaving their house because they were stressing their outfit. Because they're judgmental. They view everyone as judgmental because you cannot see the world from any other perspective than the one that you're looking at it through. So, if you are an anxious person and you feel judged all the time, really think about it. When you go someplace or when you're walking around, are you looking at things to compliment? Are you looking at things that make you smile? Are you looking for these things that make you feel good in a moment? Or do you cast judgment? When you go to the beach, do you look around to see if you can see the whale? That woman who's just playing with her kids in the water, but for some reason you feel a need to be like, ha 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 ha, look at Shamu. And then you wonder why you're not happy. Even though you're perfectly tanned and you spent all that time working out and looking good and tanning beds and nail salons and all your get up and stuff like that. Who's really happier? The woman playing in the water with her kids, not caring what anybody thinks about what she looks in a bathing suit because that's not where her mind is? Or the person sitting on the towel judging the woman in the beach? Now, the person sitting on the towel, I'm sure, is putting on a good show that their life is wonderful and perfect. It's not. That's a person who has a lot of anxiety and is dealing with a lot of pain. So, if you're stuck in this cycle where all you see is all this negative stuff around you, the easiest way to get out of that cycle is look around. Look around and just think of things to like and heart in real life, in the real world. Well, in the density in which you are in. And once you start doing that for a couple of days, giving random compliments to a couple of strangers, and you like pick 2 a day, you know, something simple, or 1 a day even. Just today, I'm going to give somebody a compliment. I'm going to throw out a like in real life, because it's the difference between everything to a person. You don't know what that person's going through. You don't know if that woman is wearing that outfit because she was desperately trying to get her boyfriend's attention this morning because he hasn't paid her a compliment in a year, and she thinks her whole life is getting ready to go down the tubes, and she just wants to go to the grocery store and pick something up, and some random person goes, "Hey, you're beautiful. I really like your outfit." It could change her whole day. Because that's the universe telling her, "Hey, I see you." That's the other thing. If someone goes to the trouble of giving you a compliment, thank them. Just say thank you. It's really that easy. When I was in the grocery store in the mountains, I was just on a really high buzz. I was laughing. My family was lost. I was in the grocery store picking up some snacks because they were trying to find out where we were, because we were where we were supposed to be, and everybody else got lost for all their well-laid plans, and my just go with the flow got me where I needed to go before everybody else. It was hysterical to me, and I'm just walking around the store and I'm just laughing. I'm just picking up some snacks and stuff, so when they got there, we'd all have something to eat at the cabin. And the store was crowded. It was crowded. A storm came through and we were all stuck. And this old vet, you know, the old vet that wear their vet hats and everything else like that, we get all stuck up in this one spot, and I jokingly just said, I was like, "Ah ha ha, we need street lights, and you know, in grocery stores because nobody knows how to go." And he just goes, "Well, I was raised to always allow a lady through." And then he told me I was beautiful. And I just said, "Thank you." And I shook his hand. I was like, "I'd just like to thank you for your service, sir. And I appreciate the compliment. Thank you very much." That meant so much to that man that when he was pulling out of the parking lot, he saw me again. And he thanked me again just for thanking him. I don't know him. I don't know what's going on in his life or what kind of day he was having. But someone just took the time to respond to a compliment in a positive way, and I didn't treat him like a creep because he was some old guy or anything else like that. I just said thank you, and I shook his hand and paid him a compliment back, and it changed his whole day too. And that's really how you change your perspective and how you shift your energy. If you're feeling anxious and judged all the time by how you look and stuff like that, look for things to compliment. Don't get mad. I know, especially guys deal with this a lot, that girls, with the way things are going right now, get really upset. So instead of complimenting on anything sexual about the woman, just give them a compliment on their outfit or their hair or something like that. And if they take it the wrong way, try not to internalize that. That's someone who's on a negative energy space and they're judging themselves very harshly. So just, you can't expect anything back, but still give it out. And if you give it out for long enough, eventually you will get it back. I promise. Alright? So that's my message today. Give out likes, give out hearts in real life, not just on your phone. Alright, y'all? Talk to you witches later.